Line in mode.
Thank you. Hi, and welcome back to Down the Shed with me, Jason. So, if you're watching the video edit, this is a live stream as well. It's the first time I've done both. So, let's get on with the kit ready. So, this camera is going to come down. I've got my other monitor going as well, so I can see what's going on there. Let's move that out of the way.
Line in mode.
Thank you. Right, so basically, this is a alien bug kit that Temu sent me in error. I wanted a wireless Morse code kit. So I'll give you a basic leaflet of half decent instructions, but no glue with these. The first kit I did like these had some glue, so we'll use that in building this. So the first one is we'll get the soldering iron hot and we'll actually solder these cables onto the motor. So it has us have the motor like this. Black wants to go to the left and red to the right. So I have trimmed the wires down a bit. They were excessively longer. Get that in. Double check. Yeah, right. Right, irons up to heat. Get the red one in. It's got a little lever for on and off. A bit crude, but works. Well, yeah, there we go. Right, so let's get some solder. We'll get this big fat horrible stuff. I've upped the soldering iron temperature to 375. I was looking at I had a comment on one of my videos. I was looking at an earlier video and it had this soldering iron when it was new. It was all shiny. I've just been looking. They're about cheapest one I could find is about 30 quid. But I might get a new one. Yeah, that was on. Should turn the fan on really, but that's all the soldering you need to do. Not that it had you actually soldering them, but it's a more secure connection. So have we got a couple of batteries? Where can I steal a couple of batteries? I know. This is the fun of the live stream. No edits. Oh, screwdriver. Oh, they're mini ones. They're good. There we go. The electromagnetic gun's got a couple of double A's sat inside it. That's a good fun kit build, actually, the electromagnetic gun. That was brilliant. This one in. Lift that up. There we go, and that's the motor spinning. So that'll keep that weighted down anyway. Next, it wants us. There you go. So that's battery connected. Find those little wooden peggy bits. So let's move that up to there for a minute. That looks like this one. Some of them are just falling out already. This one. Oh, it's not cut properly there. There's a bit here, it's not cut proper. No, it is. Now, where is... I had a little sanding thing. One of the kits that I had really came well equipped. There it is. Had a little like nail file sanding pad for these bits. Had glue, had all of it. But here it is. So we want those two bits. And what looks like this bit. Here. I bet you can go back in for a minute. Poke that hole out, she said. Right, so we want a bit on its side like this, facing towards me. You can't see that. Right, a bit like this, which is towards me. The wires are towards me, not you. We want that one to go in there. This one goes on this side. And this should connect the two together. So basically we'll test fit all these parts. That's good. Test fit this part. Yeah, that's good. So we'll glue those up. When the glue decides to come out of the bottle. That was it. Now get some glue. Need to get the glue to go down to the nozzle of the bottle. Would help. There we go. Get glue on that. Pouring down with rain outside. Put it on its side a minute. She said, just slip it in, Vicar. Bloody fit a minute ago. There it is. That's those two sides. We should. There we go. Right, so next. Just pointing to the base. I'm not sure which one is the base because they both look exactly the same. They are both exactly the same. It's only showing us one. So this basically has to go into there, like so. So we'll dab some glue in them. We'll sit that back in, like so. So that's what we've got so far. Right, I don't know why we got the extra base so far, but we'll put that to one side. Put the lid on the glue a minute. We'll let that kind of gravity do some work. Next is, right, so It's all written in Chinese, which is great. So we're going to go on to number 4, which are those legs. Which just fall out nicely, like so. And attached to that is what looks like these old Space Invader bits here. If you remember Space Invaders from the 80s, these were like the aliens. So it definitely looks like those bits. So let's crack those out. Do a little file. We'll just put a bit back in there for a minute. Right, so the legs like that. That doesn't really matter. Either way. Doesn't really matter. We want to get some glue. I'm going to glue as many of these kits. I've got some more PVA glue somewhere. I use it for mixing with paint. Try and make normal kind of kiddie paint waterproof for a gnome project I had. Got a cracking great 2.5, 3 foot gnome in the front by the front door. It's awesome. Right, that's that bit done. Next, we want to stick that on with the motor. Right, let's make sure we want to get these wires over the top of this basically. So let's get this one out of the way a minute. We didn't test fit these, did we? No, sir. That one goes in. This one doesn't even want in. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh, he's in. Don't know if he was happy about it, but he's in. Still works. Well, that all looks pretty much in place. So let's go on to the next step. Which is in the bag. I'm going to take our axle and the orange bearings. Oh, come on, orange bearings. There we go. One's gone over there. Right, so this goes through the hole here. So we want equal length, and then we put these little orange jobbies on. Okay, put these little orange jobbies on. If you are watching the video edit, if you watch this on the live stream, you'll see just how bloody fiddly this is. Right, okay. I think we've got free movement there. Roughly rough. Right, number 7. That was step 6, putting that one. Right, now we've got to build. We'll put this to one side. It doesn't tell us a lot, but it looks like we want. I'm not sure. We're going to build the head by the look of it. So that's the next step. So we do want this smaller one here. I'm not sure. Oh, I see. Right, these longer bits here, that's just popped out one off already. They go through this base bit. Like so. So we'll get some glue on them. Oh, I did it on the wrong end now. Well, it will need glue on there eventually, but see, keep an eye on what you're doing, concentrate. Right, so that's those 2 ends in. But we've also got these 2 little square bits to box them up. Too much glue. Share that around. Right, so these need to go inside these. So they can come back out a minute. So build this square up first and then pop it in here. Otherwise you're getting it back in muddle. Right. So that's the base bit on step 7. Put some more glue on there actually. Step 8, we add the edge of the, what I would call some sort of bloody lizard, to this. And there's a tail piece. That's already got glue on it. Oh, the glue's nearly done. Too much again. I'm trying to spread it up there. Right, so the head wants to go on. There's a dent in the back of this. That's the back of it, I'm guessing. So head goes on like that. And this piece by the look of it. Oh, I see. That's going to be a pain. Yeah. Right, so this piece slides right the way through. And it stops there. No, it didn't. Something cool there. Never mind. Glue on there. Bit of glue on there. And slide this piece all the way in. This time we won't be. There we go. Come on. There we go. It's in. So that's the headpiece done. That's all the way through. Right, that now attaches onto. I see how this is going to go now. So we'll bring this piece back in. That's going to sit on there, like that. Step 10, we bring this piece into play. That's going to be a fiddle. Right, there's some tweezers. There we go. What I'll do with that is we'll smear some glue over the joins. Like so. That'll dry clear anyway, so I don't know. Don't want that bit drying though. So next, wants us to set the battery box up on top. That's handy. Make sure we have the wires. Wants to set the battery box there, so I'm guessing that this double-sided tape in here is for that. Right, we're getting somewhere. Right, what's the next? Well, I don't understand what step 11 is trying to tell me. Actually, yes. I think step 11, I can see it now, is we need to turn this on its side. These have got, you can see the shape, matches with the shape. So that goes in. And then we take one of those little screws. And try and get it in. Oh, I'm just going to stop that. Well, we're not going to use a Ponzi screwdriver. Trying to do that left-handed. That's awkward. Okay, so when the motor starts turning, yeah, good enough. So we'll turn it over. Do the same for this side. Okay, good enough. That's step 11 and ish 12. No, 12 it is. Take a couple more of these little orange things. Slide them onto these shafts of these wheels we just put on. A couple more screws. I don't need that. Right, back to it. Get this one on here. Wow. Well, that looks like in the picture. I need my magnifying glass, which I can't get to. It's definitely screwed in. I think it's no, it's not with them. I don't know what they're for yet. Right, so step 11. We need. What do we need? There's nothing left in that tab anyway. We want those. We want these two. Only one of them wants to come out. Oh, it's because there's a bloody great sticker on the back. That's handy. Thanks for that. That's going to make it look shite. one's come out with a load of paper on the back of it, which is great. Want something a bit sudsy. Lighter fluid or something would work. Attack the glue. A bit better anyway. I might spray it anyway afterwards. So these want to be screwed on to the back on the inside of these tabs, so they go in there basically and get screwed in. Obviously, they're going to get the obligatory glue as well. But we also stick the little eyes onto those. Let's try and get that one on the inside. That's one. That's why I use tweezers. I hate these stupid sticky back things. There we go. We'll get that one in there. And we'll get a couple of screws. Try that silly little screwdriver with a protective cover on it. It looks like we might even get a spare screw. Screw that into this. Screw this one into there. I've got loads of these little screwdrivers now. I've broken one of them. Snap the handle. A couple more of these little wooden stem kits, as they call them. Right, so it's almost on the home straight, so I'm gathering. Right, yeah, next. There's bloody paper on that one as well. That's annoying. We want those two and these two, like fairground ride looking things. Submarines. So one of those. Way past. How many do I choose? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Line in mode.
Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's this bit. That's going to go on there with one. That's going to go on to. Let's orientate this thing. Right, I'm just working out. There's a. I mean, whether I need two of the orange things here. So that's going to slide onto. the motor with 1. That's going to go into there with 1. That's 2. That's 4. Yeah, so I reckon we use 1 on each side so it can swing freely. So we'll put an orange thing on one of these shorter axles all the way to the end. And then that goes through the one with the little arm, or the little pokey bit. And then this one comes through on top. And then we put another orange thing on, I think. That's what it looks like anyway. There's pokes out further, so I'm guessing they didn't use one on this side. But you keep doing that. I'm guessing they didn't use one on this side and that pin, but it's straight up against here. But I'm guessing that should be all right. They're on there. So I turn this round, so I'm looking at it like the diagram. The leggy bit goes on the wheel, and the other bit goes on the free spindle. I'm guessing we need another bit on the free spindle, otherwise that's going to be loose as hell. I definitely want something there to stop it. Let's get this one on, see what happens. We can always take this bit apart again and recover. Actually, I don't know. I reckon that'll be alright. Put one on. Holding it from the other side, force against. Let's try that. Let's do the other side. So, there's that axle. Get the little axle. Just reverse it basically, isn't it? So, little orange cap. All the way to the end of there. Like so. Oh, there we go. And put that. How's that on? So that wants to be on the inside. So we'll pass through there. This bit on the outside. Is that right? Nope. Let's go through the arm, then through the spindly bits. We want that on the inside. Then we put an orange cap on to hold these two bits together. Like so. Then the spindly bit, get the leg in there. Cap on. Now we want this leg on there. I've got 3 caps, so I reckon I can actually put another cap on there to stop it moving around too much. So we'll do that. So we'll get this one in. We'll test it. That's probably just a little tad too far, actually. That's good. So we'll put the other one on. And then we'll take this one off this side. Put this one in. Ooh, leg. that one's not right. Put this one back on wrong. Well, right, that one's come like that. Now it can go back on. That was mistake number one. That would make it to the edit floor. Right, now we can get this side on. That post can possibly go through a bit further. Right, get this other one on. And this thing should be ready to walk. Right, so let's go. Oh, where we're going to go. Not sure which way it's going to roll, actually. Well, for a freebie, I'm not disappointed. The tail's supposed to swing, I guess, but yeah, for a freebie, I'm not disappointed. I mean, it was about £5, I think. I'm not sure what this one cost, but I got refunded for £5.50. But that is a bit of fun if you're about 6 or 8, maybe even 10. Something your dad can do with the kid on a Sunday afternoon on a rainy day like this. So yeah, just a bit of fun. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.